Hello and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. Today's topic is that we will be discussing the potential future of the 3D Mario franchise. This will conclude of what title the game could have, what type of area the game could be set in, what the goal of the game could be, and what other potential things this future game could include, whether that is possible playable characters, or extra mini-games that may be included to give the player something extra to do when they don't want to play the main 3D mode. But however, I feel like this might be a bit delayed due to the release of Donkey Kong Bonanza later this year, as it is rumoured that that was meant to be the next 3D game for the Nintendo Switch 2. So without further ado, let's dive into the potential future of 3D Mario.
Let's go!
So, my first guess as to what the next 3D Mario game could be is Super Mario Odyssey 2. Now, the Nintendo fanbase has been speaking about this game a lot. I honestly do not think that there has been a game that has ever been discussed more about that has not been confirmed for release, more than this specific one. That is why that I think that this is a massive possibility as to what could be the next 3D Mario game. And I think this will make a lot of fans happy, as the first instalment, as you know, was very successful. However, if a sequel was to exist, in my opinion they would have to add a 2-player mode where Luigi is playable on his own and with Mario as a multiplayer mode. They could have some more advanced maps to play on that are on the lines of the likes of Isle Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine and the Comet Observatory from Super Mario Galaxy. This is a possibility, in particular Isle Delfino, because did you know it was in the promo material for Mario Odyssey 1 back in 2017? So this, for me, is a real possibility. Another thing that I would like to see if this game was to be released would be that more enemies would be playable using Cappy. For example, enemies like Bob-ombs, Boos, Ninjas, Biddybuds, and even Piranha Plants. Imagine how cool that would be. I think this would be great, as they would all have unique and interesting abilities about them, which would make the game more fun to play. And it would also engage more and more kids around the world to play this game, as they would be used to these enemies growing up. Out of all of the possibilities for the next 3D Mario, I have got to say Super Mario Odyssey 2 is the most likely. Due to its rumours and its realistic abilities, I feel like this game has a real potential to be released in the next few years. Another possibility that fans are discussing for the next 3D Mario installment is the third installment, in fact, of the amazing Super Mario Galaxy franchise. Now, although there is a possibility that this could happen, in my personal opinion, I do not think it would work. And this is because I think this game is heavily outdated. And this is because the last Mario Galaxy game, as you know, was released all the way back in 2010 on the Nintendo Wii. And there have been about 3 or 4 different consoles since that. So I think this is a bit late. And also, you would need a nunchuck to play the game. And as far as I'm aware, there's not going to be a nunchuck for the Switch 2. I highly doubt it. And it's very, very Wii coded in my opinion. And it's way past its time, as I've said before. Which is sad, because I think Mario Galaxy, out of all of the 3D Mario games that I've played, it's probably my favourite one. Due to the different worlds you can play on, due to the boss fights, due to everything really. I'm not going to go into detail about it, as it's not what this video is about. The final possibility that I'm going to discuss in this video for a new 3D Mario game is a title called Super Mario Journey, which some fans are sure will be the new release. This would be an open world type of 3D Mario, which we haven't seen for a while. And rumour has it would be 4 times as big as Super Mario Odyssey. In total, I also think there will be around 20 different worlds to complete, and there will be plenty of bosses to defeat in each world. This is a prediction based upon past 3D Mario games, and I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible really, because as well I've not got much information, so I can't really discuss it in as much detail as you guys might like. Which I apologise for, but I haven't got much information as of yet. In my personal opinion though, I do think a 3D Mario game is very overdue. This is because we haven't had an original release of one for 8 years in October. And I'm not counting the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and I'm not counting Bowser's Fury either. Because with Bowser's Fury, that's just an added version to Mario 3D World, and as you know, Mario 64, Sunshine and Galaxy were all titles on previous consoles. So, yeah, it's got to be soon, right? We can't keep waiting too long. Do you think it'll be 10 years till 2027 till we get the next 3D Mario? 10 years since we got a last original one? I sure hope not, because that'll be far too long to wait for us Nintendo fans. Let me know what your thoughts and predictions in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.